Hey everybody, Craig Howie here of Howie Guitars, and today I want to share with you my opinion on the top 3 alternate tunings that every guitarist should know. So these alternate tunings can do a couple things. They can help you write new songs if you're a songwriter. Just the change in tuning can help you have different inspiration and spark you in a different direction. Or they can help you play songs that are out there that you might not know are in alternate tunings. So for those of you that are new to guitar, let's talk about standard tuning first. The most common tuning is going from lowest string to highest string. You've got E, A, D, G, B, and E. So that's the most common tuning of the guitar out there. I want to talk about 3 different ones for you here. The first one, and probably the most popular alternate tuning, in my opinion, is called drop D, or D tuning. All you have to do is, instead of having an E on your lowest string, you're going to drop that down to a D. So now that lowest string is a D, and it changes so many things. First of all, one of the things that I love about drop D tuning is it makes the D chords just sound really rich. You have that lower bass D that just sounds great. The other thing that it does is when you're playing power chords, instead of having to hold a chord like this, you can literally just bar the top 3. So it makes that type of bar chord a little bit easier, and it gives you that lower end for maybe some heavier metal or harder rock. So a couple songs in this drop D tuning that are super popular. One of them is Everlong by Foo Fighters. Another popular one of my personal favorites, is Killing in the Name Of by Rage Against the Machine. Okay, the second tuning that I think every guitarist should know is called open E tuning. What we're going to do is tune the guitar as if we were holding an E major chord. So now what the tuning is you've got E on the top, or on the bottom, then you've got B, then you've got E again, then G sharp, then B, and finally E. So what it does is when you play the guitar open, it's an E major chord. So a couple things this does. One of the biggest things, it's really good for a new guitarist, because all you have to do to play major chords all over the neck is just bar all the way across. A ton of chords just by barring. And then the other thing it does is it just gives you a lot of different chord voicings that you can play with. Rolling Stones use this a lot up here. So just a wonderful tuning, very easy to use, and again, it might inspire some new writing. So couple songs that are really popular with this type of tuning. One of them is a Rolling Stones song, Jumpin' Jack Flash. second song that's really popular with open E tuning is She Says She Talks to Angels by the Black Crowes. Okay, finally the third tuning that I think every guitarist should know is called Dadgad, or it's known as Celtic tuning as well. So basically what we're going to do is have the guitar tuned like drop D at the top. It'll be D, A, D, there's your dad, and then you got G, A, D. So one of the things that I love about this tuning is it just lends itself to just the most wonderful augmented chords that you wouldn't normally get playing in standard tuning. It's just a beautiful tuning. So a couple songs that are really popular in Dadgad. One of them is Norwegian Wood by the Beatles. And finally, probably the most popular song that's in Dadgad is Kashmir by Led Zeppelin. Okay, thanks a lot for watching the video today. If you have any questions about the guitars that I was playing, I build these guitars. Please get a hold of me at the address below there. I love to talk shop, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I really appreciate you watching the video. Thanks a lot.